shit, basically. And then going,
oh, hello.
There's no better way to.
Oh no, it's perfect. It works out real well. And I'm convinced Matt purposely tells us late sometimes.
I know. I'm
I'll end it late for my own entertainment.
Alright, so we're on.
Turn down the music.
I know. I'm not going to tell you this time.
How dare you turn down Alabama?
I know.
Alright, guys, welcome. We are Two Beerded Guys. I am Books and Brews _ Ops Guy.
My dog B&Q.
And this is our good friend Chadwick. Chadwick, tell him your Instagram handle.
Right now we run Sinbin Beard. That's at Instagram and our Etsy shop where we make handmade beard balms.
So we're going to have a lot of fun talking about that because we are the Two Beerded Guys.
We need to tame this.
Mine's getting a little wild lately, so, I'm pretty excited about this. It's going to be a great episode. We have 6 great beers lined up. Yeah, I can count. 6 beers. We are not drunk yet, so we'll try to get that.
Give us a moment.
We'll try to get that way as fast as possible. As always, behind the scenes, behind the computer, behind the camera is #offscreen Matt, #engineer Matt, #dishbitch.
Yo.
But yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. In the middle is gonna be our stuck in the middle glass, like usual. John's rocking a new one today.
New glass. I'm going to mispronounce his brewery's name. It's Christian Moorline Brewing Company. Thanks for the assist, off-screen Matt. The Bachfest 2020.
Then I'm just rocking the Boulevard Brewery glass this time. My ball jar wasn't clean, so
my bad.
I have to go with a lowly glass.
Untapped for tonight is definitely going to be normal shenanigans. We're going to try this beard balm. It's going to be good.
We have an announcement to give you guys tonight about a little game we're going to play over the next 2 weeks, and we need your help with. I'm getting really distracted because I love Alabama, and that's what John has playing in the background.
Damn it, I'm going to switch it over.
And gonna play.
You're going to go like Ja Rule or something.
And then I'll be focused right back where I was going. But yeah, so we're really excited. Normal shenanigans are on the way. We do have a couple teasers we'll give you that we can't give you much information on right now either, but basically John and I are just busy as hell right now.
And with Chad here, he loves hockey, so I have some hockey questions because I like watching it.
I love hockey.
I really don't understand it, other than just score the puck. So
main role.
Oh, and guess what? Chad's gonna drink and then go play hockey.
Yeah,
we're gonna do our best to make sure he's functional.
No, we're not. I hope he's not. All right, it is time to start our evening.
Yes. So first on tap
is going to be the Mick Keller, I don't know, something.
Thanks again, off-screen Matt.
Keeper.
It is. You guys drinkers? Come on.
It is.
This is your show, right?
No, you're more famous than we are right now. It is the American Pilsner by them. We haven't done a Pilsner on screen yet, so we're pretty excited about that, just to try something new.
Something light. We've done, as far as light beers go, we've done a Kolsch. We've done a Cream Ale.
Yep.
But we've not done a Pilsner.
Bunch of sours, bunch of Berliner Weisses.
Yeah.
We haven't done any blondes yet, which we have one up next.
Yeah.
We got a couple new styles today.
Look at us, branching out.
I really miss Sun King's popcorn Pilsner.
Oh.
You know that was just a beer that went bad. I mean, it has to be. Popcorn, that butter flavor is just diacetyl.
Glass, please.
All it is.
Well, meantime here, guys, Cam and Seth already joined, and he's already drunk.
Good job,
shocker.
Seth, on the drinking part. Bad part on the racing. Did you finish 10th? I think I saw you finish 10th last night. Is that right?
Wow, we're going to pull our sponsorship if you can't win a race.
Eastlake 92's on.
What's up, Aaron?
Says, what up, Incubus?
What's up, Russell?
Traz 818.
Okay.
What's up, Tessa?
Books and Brews Girl.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Books and Brews? All right. So, like I said, the Mick Keller Keeper American Pilsner.
Actually, a lot hazier than I...
Yeah, that is not nearly as clear as I expected it to be.
Wow.
It does say American Pilsner on the can, right?
Yeah, it's like real small.
It almost looks like it's a wheat.
That's what I was thinking.
It smells kind of sweet.
A little bit. A little funky, though.
Like a tear.
I'm getting a little funk.
Cameron confirmed Jesse finished 10th.
God.
Sponsorships are for winners, Cameron.
At least top 6.
Hey, I'm going to tell Beer Life to pull her sponsorship, too, if you can't at least get me in the top 7.
Ooh. He's more lenient than that. That is cutthroat.
It's also specifically
Did you miss the green pit again? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
One of our guests does iRacing, which is an online e-racing game. Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm really confused by this beer.
I am too.
It tastes like a Pilsner, but I like it.
Yeah, and the smell really throws you off, too. You're just like,
the flavor throws you off, the smell throws you off. It's not bad. I taste honey.
There's a little bit of sweetness in there. All right.
I can't be the only one finding honey.
I'm gonna look.
I'm agree with it.
I'm gonna look up and see what they say it's supposed to be.
The can says American Pilsner.
Absolutely, it does. McKellar.
Here's the can, by the way. It's like two people making out. It's kind of cool.
Oh, maybe it's spit. That's the special ingredient.
Ah, yes. The spit beer. That's how the coronavirus started.
Oh, my God.
Damn it.
Got him.
It's they're taking a hoppy American Pilsner. It's just what it says.
All right, yeah.
Well, that's just their take on it. It's a little sweeter.
A brewery from Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They've done
Canadian, eh?
collaborations with
Copenhagen. Denmark.
Denmark.
You jackass. Oh, Canadian.
Now, Tyler with the assist.
That's the most Dumb and Dumber thing I've ever heard. Oh, Canadian, eh?
I got Stratus has got weak points. Jeffrey's a weak point. Let's admit that.
Oh, God.
They've done collaborations with 18th Street before.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
John, why don't you start with this one? Mostly because I don't want to.
Okay, yeah, I'll start. Number one, it is good. It's not great. It's good. It's got a lot going on. Mouthfeel is soft. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it.
Hey, you're viscous. I'm mouthfeel. Stop taking my shit.
Stay in your lane.
A little bit sweet. Hazy.
It's the haziest Pilsner I've ever drank.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it light, although it's like 5%.
Yeah, we didn't even say the ABV. I'm slacking today.
Body's a little bit thicker than a Pilsner.
5% on the dot. Although we might have to send it away for testing just to make sure.
So yeah, it's fine.
All right, what about you?
Yeah, I'm a little mixed on it. I don't know what's going on, and that's the biggest thing. Is you smell it. It smells almost like a not rotten fruit, but like maybe a fermented pear a little bit.
A little bit. That's the funk I was getting.
And then when you drink it, it's like a very dry, smooth, but a little bit bitter.
A little mouth-watering.
Yeah. So like it was a good flavor, but I just don't know what's going on at the same time.
For me, I agree on the smell. I think that was the funk I was getting. Little dry, soft mouthfeel. I'm getting honey. Not a lot, but just I think that's the sweetness I'm getting is honey. And it's a weird combo of... It's everything I would expect not to be in a Pilsner.
Right.
There's a little hop almost to it. Like, it's everything I wouldn't expect in a Pilsner.
Yeah, I am not picking this up. Like, Pilsner is my hot, lawnmower
It's my lawnmower beer.
And I would not drink this on a lawnmower.
So
That's a lawnmower test.
So we'll do our, before Matt talks, I'm going to go over our Untapped rating scale again. The three of us will have a vote in the rates. We do it on Untapped style, so 0.25 increments. 3 being a perfectly average beer, 4 or higher being a beer I'm going to go fucking find. Kind of like I've spent the last 2 weeks trying to find pickle beer. It's beside the point.
PBR coffee.
PBR coffee. Under 2 is the beer you're avoiding. In between 2 and 3 is kind of that below average, but I'm not necessarily going to avoid it. If somebody hands it to me, I'm going to be like, okay, I can drink this.
Right.
Now, Matt, go ahead and give me your takes on this beer before we rate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely was a little sweeter. It's kind of like for a Pilsner, it's like a party in my mouth. It was, there's a whole bunch of flavors that shouldn't have really been there, but I kind of liked it. I mean, I don't know. I'd give it a solid 3. Like, I wouldn't necessarily seek it out, but I'm definitely not against it. It's a weird flavor profile for the beer style it is. It's a little sweeter, but worthwhile.
I'm going to give it a 2.5. Mostly because I agree with John. If I'm drinking a Pilsner, I want it where I'm drinking on the boat or Outback barbecuing or on the lawnmower. I'm not drinking a Pilsner to have a party in my mouth.
You boys are welcome.
Chadwick.
Yeah, I was gonna go about 2.5. It's all right.
Like, I'll drink it if you give me one.
Yeah. It's like free beer. It's any.
Oh no, we've had
beers.
we've had a couple that I wouldn't drink.
No, this is true.
The best IPA in Alabama.
Oh,
Well, there's only one.
sour IPA.
The sour IPA from
That
450.
just sounds terrible.
So you're giving it a 2.5?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a 2.5.
So it's going to be 2.5 across the board. I am docking it. It tastes better than a 2.5, but I am docking it because it says it's a Pilsner, and it really should be a pale ale. I mean,
It's almost like a light hazy.
A weeder? A weed?
like a hazy weed,
Yeah.
or just like
A hoppy wheat?
it's getting dock
That
points
80 acre.
because it's not a Pilsner.
Literally, if they took American Pilsner out the can and put hoppy wheat,
It
this would be,
scored.
I'd probably give it a 3.25.
That's right where I was thinking.
Like, you
The
call
beer, the beer is perfectly fine. It tastes fine. It's just not what it presents itself as.
Alright, so 2.5 for Two Beerded Guys Untapped, which don't forget, you can find us on Untapped at Two Beerded Guys.
We realized that we have 5 friends in Two Bearded Guys, and two
We're
of the
two of
friends- So come join us.
And I think the other 3 have been guests on the show, if I remember right. I think it's like Shuggy, our first one, Tom follows us on there, and then I think maybe Brent. I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
sure. Brent randomly followed us on a bunch of stuff when Grace was on the episode, so it's hard telling. All right, so John, why don't you go ahead and ask Chadwick at least something about something?
So we were at the hockey game last night. Go Indy Fuel. Hashtag no breaks. Hashtag Indy Fuel. It's always a fun time, but I don't understand the line changes.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Line change!
Like the puck's going down, and they're like, okay, everybody off the court, new people on.
Off the court?
Off the court, yeah, exactly.
Off the ice.
Off the ice.
You're definitely starting wrong.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in my hockey knowledge.
Alright, so there's usually, I think in pro hockey, there's about 4 lines, or 3 lines.
And lines are just like groups of
Lines
players.
are groups of players.
Okay.
So you have your standard 3 forwards and 2 defensemen. That's pretty standard, unless there's a penalty, and we're just not even going to talk about that.
But don't confuse John.
Power plays. I understand power plays.
Yeah.
We sit right behind the penalty box. It's fine.
I was going to see.
So basically, their shifts are like 20 seconds apiece.
Okay.
So they go out there and they play like 110% at 20 seconds and then come back off. So that would be a line change. So that you keep your players fresh and...
You'll see, like, in a pro game, like, the top line may go 40 seconds.
Right.
Or, like, I'm a huge Blackhawks fan. And when Duncan Keith was younger, Duncan would stay out there for, like, 3, 4, 5 shifts in a row.
So,
and they'd only send one defenseman in and out.
So, how do they be like, okay, now's the time to switch? Is it just by time purely? Or it's got to have some impact on the action on the ice.
Okay, so the action on the ice
court,
is
ice.
typically a good time to change would be when you have possession of the puck or if you're in the offensive zone. You definitely don't want to be line changing when you're on the defensive zone.
Right.
One thing that you'll notice, and if a coach is really wanting a change immediately, like he sees something, you'll hear, and you can watch on a professional NHL game. You can literally hear like a banging a lot of times because whatever the line's going out, you'll see one of them take their stick and smack the shit out of the boards.
Okay.
And you'll see the offense as soon as they get the puck back, they'll dump it, send it to the other end of the ice.
Okay, that's what.
And-
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I see that oftentimes.
Yes.
John looks like, defecating on the ice? What?
She I said dump it, and immediately went, oh shit, John has no
You're like,
idea.
where's the bathroom again?
Right. I'm
Somebody shit on the ice? What the hell?
Good.
yeah. You definitely don't want to change on when you're defending.
Right.
And a lot of times, if they're been defending for a while, they'll usually dump it in so they can get fresh legs out for the attack.
Okay.
So
And does the whole all 4 or 5 guys change, or is it like offense defense?
It's
Depends on
usually
the team?
offense defense, and it's usually they rotate between say they're like there's 3 lines, so there's 3 different wings, 3 different centers, 3 different forwards, and they usually just rotate between each other.
Okay.
But it's usually as a line as a whole. if you will. And it's usually more like the offensive line than the defensive line, or separately, but they are kind of paired together.
Okay.
There's some stuff that I still don't quite understand either.
Okay. And then, when fights happen,
Okay.
sometimes they let them go, and sometimes they stop it right away.
Yeah.
Why?
Pace of play, it depends on who's fighting a lot of times, it depends on why the fight started. For the most part, if a fight starts and there's punches thrown right away, they let it go until somebody drops. If they're dancing around each other or it's initially just starting with a shove and the ref happens to be right there, he'll go ahead and stop it because no punches have been thrown, there's no reason.
We want an actual fight.
Yeah, now if somebody immediately is throwing something, the refs just wait till somebody hits the ice.
I mean, I think it is all ref discretion. Like, it's something you just kind of learn. But I have seen a fight, like the last game that was at the Fuel, like of last season, their last game, there was a pretty big fight, and a ref got in the middle of it and got knocked out.
And that's why the refs don't necessarily jump in.
Exactly. And I believe the player got, like, fined and, like, suspended for 13 games, so, like, he didn't even get back on the team.
Tell the ref to stay the fuck out of the way.
That's what I was thinking, too. When I saw it, I was like, this isn't going to end well, and then you just see the ref go down, and we're just like...
It didn't end well.
The very first live hockey game I ever went to was a Fort Wayne Comets game like 10, 15 years ago. And literally right at the initial face-off, two guys facing off, threw down,
yep.
And literally it was a 30-minute fight. They let him fight for 30 minutes. The game didn't even start. And it was awesome. I was just like, I'm in.
What game
15 years later, I'm just learning about line changes and calling it ice, not court, but whatever.
Well, yeah, the fight's the best part anyway.
I was going to say, there was a fight where it was against Toledo they played. There was a 5-minute in fight because the previous time that they played that team, they had a nasty hit on one of their players that, like, put him on a stretcher.
Oh.
So it was like a...
Maker.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you ever notice, if you're going to hockey games a lot, and you're used to, like, the first line being the same all the time, and all of a sudden you see the guy that's never on the ice start a game on the ice, there's going to be a fight right away.
Oh, yeah.
He's out there to start shit. I've seen it in the pros, and it's really more in the minor league hockey especially, though. You'll see it at a Fuel game. Straight up, if you see that guy that's always the guy hitting people, all of a sudden starting a game as, like, the right winger or something, you're like, oh, it's about to happen!
I actually, with 2 minutes left to go in last night's game, the Fuel were down by 1, and they pull their goalie, right? So they have...
Which never works, by the way.
But they did.
I think I've seen that one time.
And almost immediately, the Swamp Rabbits get in a fight.
Wait, the Swamp Rabbits?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the
Greenville.
team.
We'll just circle back around to that one.
So I was just like, oh, they must be trying to take out, like, our top scorer, which turns out they weren't that smart, I guess. But whatever.
All right, so our next beer is going to be...
Yes.
Before I hop into that, sorry, do a little catch up on some shout-outs here. So you're doing dual duty. Sin Bin Beard is watching us, or...
Oh.
That's a juggling act, sir.
Yeah, I think she's watching.
Michiana Beer Reviewers.
What's up, guys?
You gotta smash that like button because 2 bottles down.
Yes! Subscribe, smash that like button!
Women Who Drank Craft Beer, give us a highway.
What's up, Melissa?
Yes, they do. And,
Yes, they do.
Quintessentially 25 is
Oh,
also
that's Quentin, buddy of mine.
Nice. All right, so next beer up is a local brew. It is 4-Day Raid Brewing Blood Orange Blonde. I started to say Blonde Orange Blonde. I'm like, that doesn't work. Blood Orange Blonde. It is an American blonde ale. Hopefully, it is, unlike the last beer. This will actually be an IPA.
Right.
But I kind of like 4-Day Raid cans. They're always really simple, but they stand out. They have that nice, like, vinyl-y feel.
Yeah.
I like their cans. I always have. But
Smells good.
ooh,
Definitely very orangey.
a little more citrusy.
With a
orangey.
little bit of, like, spice in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's clove or what, but a little bit of spice.
Chadwick will let you talk about this one first.
Okay. I've had this several times.
Works for me. Talk about it.
I actually kind of like it. It's like we were talking earlier before the show that 4-Day Raid, they have some hits and misses, and I think when they do out of the box kind of beers, I think they turn out really well. It's, when we did the blind taste test with the blood orange IPAs, everybody does like a grapefruit IPA. But who does like a blood orange blonde, or they have a coffee blonde
blonde,
or they have that strawberry rhurbarb jalapeno beer that's really good.
I want to try that.
Yeah,
It's
we're
so
gonna go
good.
get that.
I think they brew it in the summer.
Okay.
But I think this is one of the ones that I actually like. I think it's pretty smooth and has that you can taste that orange in there.
It's a nice color. Yeah. What you expect from a blonde.
Yeah.
A little bit of haze.
A little bit of haze, but
not a ton.
Yeah.
It's less hazy than the Pilsner we drank earlier.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm never getting fucking past that.
I know. I've got about 3 more in my fridge upstairs.
It's
People gonna get crazy.
It's got good flavor. It's not overpowering on the orange. It's more subtle.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it still gives you a little bit of that flavor and body of the blonde. I started to say blood orange this time. When I'm trying to say blonde, I say blood. When I say blood, it's blonde. I'm not a huge blonde beer fan, but I do enjoy this one. This is tasty.
This is a lawnmower beer. I like it. It's soft. It is got that orange in there.
What is it? It's a soft what?
It's not viscous.
It's a soft mouthfeel.
I can't say it.
Yeah, no, I was listening. Sheesh.
I was just messing with
Tell them I come back like I trademarked it.
Right? Trademark mouthfeel.
Up north.
So, I do enjoy it. It's tasty. I feel like when breweries do blood orange or orange, it's either going to be an IPA or it's going to be something like a blonde. And most of the time, if they do it with like the blonde, you're going to get more of a creamsicle, which I don't get creamsicle from it.
Which is awesome. Like, I'm so happy I'm not getting creamsicle from it.
But it's such a common thing for like a creamsicle blonde that I almost expect it as I'm drinking it, and I don't get it, and it kind of throws me off. But it doesn't mean it's bad. But
so wait, is today's theme gonna be beers that aren't what we since we didn't have a theme for beer today?
there is at least one that is going to taste like what it says.
We hope.
Yeah.
Is that the one I'm looking forward to?
No.
I haven't had that one, so I don't know.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and rate it. I'm going to give it a 3 on the dot. Chadwick?
I'm going to give it a 3.5.
I'm going 3.
Matt, even though your vote doesn't count, what's yours?
Story of my life. I don't know, I'll go 2.75. It's not bad, it's pretty decent, but it's just not my style of beer. You know, living that stout life, these kind of light beers just don't do much for me. I just go ahead and reach for a stone.
Damn it, if I'm going to drink light, it's going to be...
Cheap and light. I'm going to feel like I'm a...
And it is going to round up to a 3.25.
Yep. I thought it did. We've had one like that recently. Yep. So yeah, our untapped score, 3.25. We'll go ahead. You want to open the next beer, and then after we drink it, we'll have him talk about his coolness.
Yeah, while we do, and while we get like the glasses rinsed and
yeah.
Hashtag Dead Beach time.
Not yet.
After this one, yes.
The future.
Then hashtag.
My lovely bottle opener. I love this thing. Seriously, it's a baseball bat handle.
I have a hockey puck.
Nice.
I have a spatula.
Where's our spatula? That's what we were using every time.
I have the Awesomeator, because no good drunk leaves home with that one. Just keep it on your keys.
An Awesomeator? Oh.
What is that?
Oh, the Awesome Meter. The
nice.
Awesome Meter never lies.
But Matt has it.
Exactly. It's ironic.
Hipster.
So this beer here is going to be... It's by a brewery we've had before. If you guys have watched, so like 4 of you.
We just hit 5 live views right now.
We drank a barley wine a while back by J.W. Lee's. It was the one that had been aged in Lagavulin barrels and was...
Aged since 2004.
Then it was bottled and set since 2004. So I saw this at the same place, actually, that I picked up the barley wine.
Shout out Harat and Matty.
Yep. So I was really excited to try something different. And so this is their J.W. Lee's Manchester Star Ale. It's going to be hard to figure out exactly if it's what it is supposed to be or not.
I'm guessing an English ale?
Yeah. It's a product of the UK. J.W. Lee's is United Kingdom beer. They first started in 1884. No. So, damn.
You have something, Matt?
I was gonna say, well, first of all, Hecky just said he's got a butterfly knife, but it has a bottle opener instead of a blade.
Nice.
Pretty bitchin'.
Yeah.
That sounds about right for him.
Also, Melissa Hedge is saying that Insta is paused.
Shocker.
Yeah, but she said YouTube's looking like it's fine. That's where she's at right now. So if anyone's having problems and still can see it,
As always, switch to YouTube.
Switch to YouTube.
Switch to YouTube.
and smash that like button.
Subscribe. If you switch to YouTube and don't subscribe, I'll be sad.
We are up to 20.
Yeah, we have 20 subscribers on YouTube.
You just said if you don't subscribe, we'll start drinking more beer.
No. People will unsubscribe to get us to drink more beer. You know some of those people would.
Yeah, it would.
I know some of the people that follow us on there.
Alright, I'm going to see if I can jump on to...
Ooh, Matt, I think you'll like this one.
Yeah, I like the smell of it.
This is like the light beer version of something Matt would like. This is the J.W. Lee's Manchester Star Ale. Like I said, it is 7.3%.
Roasty. I haven't tasted it yet, so I don't know if it's like toasted. But it's definitely a roast flavor.
It's interesting.
Aroma.
Is it what you expected it to taste like?
I didn't have a clue on this one, so
A little bit of caramel and toffee.
yeah, I'm getting the caramel. I'm getting the toffee. It's
A
definitely got
little
that
bit sweeter.
roasty, malty nose.
Yeah.
Little sweet. It ends up leaving a dryness on your tongue a little bit, so it's kind of got.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying there?
Is it astringent? A little bit astringent?
I think so.
Trying to get your $5 words.
John has the $5 words. My job is to say it's dry on my tongue.
Mouthful.
Motherfucker, that is mine.
I know.
Smart. Next week, get paper. Let's say it.
I'm just gonna hold it.
Nah, just get a hat.
Get a embroidered hat that says mouthfeel.
Whenever you start getting like merch, that's got to be
Actually,
one of your first things.
Incubus is doing that right now.
Yeah. That's the sad thing, is he probably is sitting there going, alright, what's the cheapest hats I can buy?
Love you, Incubus.
That would be fun if you had a hat that said viscous.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't know.
that said mouthfeel. That would be fun. We
could dig it.
would enjoy that.
We would do
Ooh,
that.
speaking of hats, you got a cool one on today.
Yeah, a different
Oh
one.
yeah, there's a new one.
This is Hopsteiner. Premium quality hops.
I like that one. I'm rocking one I've had on before, but it's my farming because starving sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I just have an indie fuel hat.
Hey, local hockey, baby.
Hashtag no breaks.
But yeah, overall, I like this beer. The caramel notes are interesting. It kind of throws you back to more of a, like, basically, like I said, I think Matt would like it just because it throws it back towards that stout realm.
Yeah.
But it's not quite a stout.
It's a
nowhere
thinner body.
near.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good brown ale.
Yeah,
It's like if you wanted to have a stout, but not have a stout.
It's Stout Light.
Yes. It's a
Stout light.
Are we like 5.6 or where are we at on
7.3.
It is a
It doesn't
7.3.
drink like a 7.
Shit.
No, this thing, you could throw it back.
Hey, this is tasty.
It reminds me, like, it could be dangerous like Clifford because it's tasty, it's
Yeah.
light mouthfeel, it goes down easy, and then you have it all up in your mustache right now. But
Save it for later.
then it's 7.3. You could easily.
Not
I didn't have it.
super clear. But not necessarily hazy
Looks clear
either.
to me.
It's just brown.
It's just really dark brown.
2 points.
Looks clear. I'm gonna go ahead and rate it, and I'll give it a 3.25.
I'll be a 3.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.52. I really like this one.
I'd go 3.5 as well.
All right.
Yes,
That's tasty.
tasty beer.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Being brown, that's very stout-like. I really did that.
Yeah, that was good.
I get. I'll hold off.
So far, we really. What are you saying?
I wanted to compare it to WeMac because I prefer this to WeMac.
Oh, I do
WeMac,
too.
I get
Maybe
weird.
Java Mac.
No.
I get weird bubblegum fruitiness from WeMac.
Yeah, I don't like
I
WeMac
don't
that
like it.
well. I drink it when it's handed to me. It's definitely not a 2.
Right.
It's drinkable, but it's definitely not to search out on WeMac.
This is if I'm going brown ale. This is what I want.
Yeah.
This is maybe I'm not searching, but if I see J.W. Lee's, I'll be like, ooh, do they have the Manchester
one?
Star?
Right, yeah, it's
Right.
there's a hint of coffee, hint of chocolate. It's almost like a hint of
I like that beer.
It's just a little
I think
bit
I might have been a little low. 3.5. I'm glad that you guys rounded it up with your votes because I think 3.5's a real accurate.
There's a lot of good going on with that.
Man, that's 2 straight J.W. Lee's beers we've had that are good. But I guess if you've been brewing since 1884, I sure as hell hope you figured it
You
out.
might have a little idea.
I feel like you figured it out by now.
Right?
All right, so our hashtag Dish Bitch is going to rinse our glasses. And then...
God, I still have that funky smell from that first beer.
And then, which the sink's been fixed a little bit.
I saw that.
I did some things
People
this
worried
weekend.
about the obligatory fireman vote that he's going to
You do have to, when you go to the restroom, there's a Noblesville fireman calendar where they're all
From
shirtless.
2016.
Yeah, and you got to tell us which month is your favorite.
Oh, God.
It's been a running joke now for...
No,
And
note
then-
to self,
and
don't
then-
use the restroom.
And then if you need to, there's also the cheerleader
Colts
calendar.
cheerleader calendar.
So you could give us what month is your favorite too.
We
we bounce it out.
we had a guest on, Shuggy, who's going to be on again for our Bourbon County vertical in April. But he walks out, he goes to the bathroom, comes back, and he's just literally talking about which Captain Fireman he liked better. And we're sitting there at first, we're like, what the hell is he? Oh, he's talking about the fireman calendar.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It's become a good running joke since then.
I like it.
I can't
At
wait
some
to
point,
hear-
maybe we'll actually get the.
I can't wait to hear what Brent's favorite month is. Brent will give us a breakdown, I bet.
Well, we should. We will have that on camera. Maybe.
Yeah. I think Brent would... That'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Is it time?
Alright, so it is time to talk about the main reason Chadwick's here besides the beer.
Yeah. So Chad, co-owner operator of Sin Bin Beard,
Correct.
makes Beard Bomb. Tell us about it.
All right, so we have two scents right now that we do. One is Welcome to the Jungle, and the other one's Slap Shot. The Welcome to the Jungle is a grapefruit woodsy type smell. That's the first one that we did. One of my favorites. Then Slap Shot is more of a citrusy mint type smell to it that kind of like supposed to give you some energy.
Okay. Mint gives it energy.
Yeah.
I get that.
Like you put it in your beard and you can just like it'll like open
Gives you that little bit of tingle, opens you up.
Yeah. Good for when you're having a slow morning.
I could have used that today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we did with this is we partnered with Books and Brews and we got hops and we infused the hops into our base oil that we use, which is jojoba and almond, and
The hops were frugal hops.
frugal hops. Yep. Drained out the hops. Then we put in the rest of our beard balm and put a.
So that's what this one is.
Yes, that's what
Okay.
that one is. An interesting fact is.
can I
I'm
take
digging
some?
in.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
are you guys going to put beard oil into each other's beards?
Oh yeah.
So it's real smooth coming out when you apply beard balm.
Is it viscous?
Not as viscous as beard oil.
I hate beard oil.
Beard oil is your conditioner. Beard balm is your controller.
Well, the thing with the beard oil is, unless you get the perfect one, it always leaves an oily film, and it takes forever.
You were using too much then.
No, even like a low amount. Like I've never had an oil I've liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
So is this a little more like a pomade for your beard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Consistency?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beard oil is probably the more important of the two because it's going to condition the beard. It's going to condition your skin underneath.
Beard butter is good for that too, and that's what
yeah.
I like to use instead.
And this should do both.
Chadwick's like
This is there you go.
Right here.
There you go.
I love how he just basically went. I mean, they're right, but this one's better.
Yeah. So the
like
scents
that.
that we
Nice job,
used
Chadwick.
with the hops is spruce
towel?
and bergamot. And once you really get it in there, you start to smell the hops like really.
Ooh, yeah,
get
you
into
do.
it.
Yeah.
And I've been using it
I'm
like every
surprised.
day since we made it. So.
I'm surprised that I don't see more beard balms with hops because it's
It's
so
an extra cost.
Yeah, it would be. You're right.
Unless you get a brewery to partner with you or something.
Do you have to worry about like just the different acidic values of the hops, or is that not a concern at all?
I actually have no idea. We just kind of winged it. This is the test batch.
Okay, that makes me happy.
So we just did like 2 small tins for a test batch to see if we like it and see if people like the scent that we were going with.
I like the scent.
Have you noticed the consistency is any different using this? Because it feels a little bit smoother.
It's not as gritty as that one sample you gave me a long time ago.
That might have just been a bad sample. Because I think
Thanks,
for a
Chad.
while we had some ones that were not that great, and I think we were still kind of learning how to do it, and I think we've got it.
Basically, he's like,
pretty
fuck
done
these
with
guys.
Yeah.
So someone new to the whole beard bomb world, or other people that may be watching it aren't sure, like, how frequent do you put in? Do you wash out? Like, how does that work?
Do it daily, first thing in the morning, just like you would style your hair.
Okay.
And then you don't really need to wash it out because it conditions your skin, makes your beard nice and soft and controlled.
You don't get the flyaway. So when you have beards as long as like Chad's, mine, John's, and you'll notice it, especially for those of you that watch, mine's usually that way because I get a real puffy beard.
Yeah.
Along the sides, I'll start standing out. It just kind of goes, yeah.
How's it go?
Yeah, you heard me. Beard balm.
I was getting tickled.
Beard balm not only, like he said, will it helps your face and your beard, especially good ones, to keep healthier. It also controls it because it's a little thicker. It kind of basically it's like mousse except healthy.
Yeah.
And what's really funny is people don't understand. It's like the hair on top of your head. Like you can have good hair days and bad hair days.
Oh, I have bad beard days.
Oh yeah.
And some days it doesn't matter how much balm you put on there; it's not shaping.
There's days where you just go, I don't even
Which
care
is what
anymore.
it is. Yeah.
A really cool, interesting fact. Grace is going to do the artwork for that one.
Oh, heck yeah. Grace is, as soon as stupid tax season's over, is going to do our logo art, too, for this show.
And if you're tuning in for the first time, go 2 episodes back. You can actually see the lovely Grace on our Two Beerded Guys and hear her Irish Pet Shop of Horror story.
And also, since we're a little over halfway through this hour, again, this is Two Beerded Guys Live. I am Books and Brews _Ops Guy.
Mudhog being cute.
And our amazing guest, Chad.
At Sinbin Beard.
And we are...
Please show the website, because he has an Etsy shop where you can go and buy this right now. And actually, it's a really good price. It's like $8.
Yeah.
For this big a 10?
Yep.
Damn!
That is a really good price.
a
Normally
cheap
that
price.
10 is $12 to $15.
Depending on who you're getting it from.
Yeah.
Which actually, I got to order it tonight or tomorrow. There's a guy that I've met through my Beerstagram, and he's another big bearded beer guy, but he makes beard balm and stuff as well. So I'm going to pick up some of his, and I told him we'd try it on the show.
Like with our guest, tell him you're cheat on.
I cheat on everyone. Dude, I cheat on everyone.
Like, he's right here.
You slut.
That's why you say.
Hey, I will say this, though. Sin Bins is cheaper, and it has hops in it.
What's going to be the name of this one?
What did I decide? Benders and Beer Leaguers.
Oh, when that one comes available. Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try the mint. I think I'm going to have to order his mint.
Yeah.
That sounded weird. I have to order his mint. All
Does
right.
the beard bomb also bring the girls to the yard?
I think so.
Have you made a move?
Oh, shit! John!
Dude.
Oh.
What are you thinking?
Okay, nice things.
What is this,
I
450?
forgot about this. Yeah.
What
I
is this,
opened one
450?
before, and it did explode. I don't know why. It's a Pell L.
You just got too excited. We had another person saying that the Instagram went out. I don't know if that ever went back up or if we
It
scaled
probably
up.
is, yeah. I mean,
It goes out almost every week. That's why we tell people to
tune
watch.
in,
Wow.
I need another one.
YouTube,
I need another
Twitch.
one. There is, it's about a half a can worth of beer left.
Wow.
That poured out.
As we re-up for the second hour, it should be back live. So,
All right. Anyway, so
Instagram.
don't pour as much as normal because
There's not much left.
Oh, back to your comment. Everybody that we've
Leave that, I'm
given
not done.
or has bought some, their significant others have also said that they've liked it. So
I was going to say they didn't have significant others and now they do.
that would be even better.
I can't
That's your
speak
new-
on that.
Just go with it. Just go with that.
Yes.
Hey, that's your new slogan. That's your new slogan. It really is.
Need a significant other?
Thank you.
Try my beer bomb.
Dang it.
That's why we make the big money.
All $0. No.
What's this? Penny and beer. Shit. That's good.
Are you complaining? Matt's like, that's the best job I've ever had.
Right?
Doesn't pay the bills, but I get drunk enough. I don't care.
On a budget.
Oh, damn it.
on Monday.
That rings too true. Shit.
You drink enough, the bills don't matter.
Well, see, the thing is, we were going to do this show on weekends, but then we're both busy on weekends a lot of times anyways. Plus, half the people, well, out of the 5 people who watch us, 3 are always busy on the weekends. So we're like, we'll do it on Mondays. And now it's become a Monday thing, except now we go to work a little hungover on Tuesday.
You know, I am so happy, though. Like, I went into work early today. I worked a little bit later today, so that tomorrow I can go in a little bit later. I'm fortunate to have that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Which, me going in later is still 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But
I'm working
better
out of
than
Muncie
7.
tomorrow, unfortunately, so...
Oh, shit.
Well, because I'm taking my niece to, like, a high school... my oldest niece is going to be in high school next year, and she's learning how to, like, sign up for classes and stuff, and both her parents are working tomorrow. So she asked her uncle to take her, and I'm like, well, Tuesdays I work in Indy. Shit. What time's your meeting? That's fine. 5:30? So I may actually work out Indy. I haven't made up my mind yet about tomorrow.
Fair enough. All right, so this is the exploding Prairie Artisan Ale Prairie Picnic. It's a pale ale.
This beer better taste real damn good, or I'm
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna lower the shit out of this score.
Yeah, all right.
I am gonna hammer this score if it doesn't taste good.
Does smell like pineapple.
Prairie normally makes pretty good stuff. I'm usually a fan.
I'm mad at this beer. I lost half of it.
Yeah, already it's not starting off well,
It's
but it
lost
smells delicious.
It's a 5.5%. It's called Prairie Picnic. Opening it and pouring it's not a fucking picnic.
Someone's butt hurt.
Did you see how much beer was wasted?
And it was half the can.
It was a lot.
I do like it, though.
Still not getting docked by me.
Take a half point off for...
You might.
I probably will.
I have drank this before, and the other can did the same thing.
Why didn't you fucking warn me?
I forgot. It was like 2 months ago. I bet.
He's drank since then.
A lot.
Oh,
I feel like this would pass the lawnmower test.
Oh, by the way, if you're wanting to ever see John and I at probably the drunkest we've ever been in an episode, check out our episode with Tommy. We drank nothing but Imperial Stouts.
That was a good day.
that was a good
And we took a shot.
Screwball peanut butter whiskey.
That's probably the drunkest collectively we've been on this show.
And then we drank more stouts.
There's one other one that I probably was just about as drunk when I showed up after drinking a 22-ounce, 20% beer.
Yeah.
And then I showed up to do the show. So yeah, go back into our archives on YouTube and you can see some real entertaining John and Tyler moments.
On YouTube, there's 2 different playlists. There's the full episode playlist. It's unedited. It is exactly how it is live. So we don't cut anything out. If you don't have the time to watch us on Mondays at 7 p.m., you can always go watch the episodes in full. If you want to see some... what's the word I'm looking for?
Highlight reel?
Curated or highlight reel.
Oh.
Highlight reel words.
Your
$5 words.
$5 words?
Yeah.
Shorts, anywhere from a couple minutes to like 10 minutes long.
Shorts?
Yes. It is actually, the playlist is called Short Pours.
Yeah, I saw that. So, this fucking beer.
Short Pours. And so you can see some of the better parts of each episode. Normally those go live anywhere between Wednesday to Friday. And we did a little different this week. We did a, thanks to Chad, he brought 2 different Blood Orange IPAs in. And we did a off-screen blind taste test. So that's going to get posted later this week.
Technically it was on screen, just not live.
Yeah, I'm off screen.
Yeah.
Not
don't
live.
Don't take Matt's job.
Yeah.
That's right.
I got that copyrighted.
Off screen, Matt.
Stay in your lane.
That's twice today. Anyway, so this beer, this is what I do. I try to wrangle us. I usually guide us off the rails and then try to bring it back. It's good. It's a pale ale. I didn't have a lot of beer to sample, so my mouthfeel, I didn't get as much of it as I'd like. No. It was actually, it's a good beer. A little sweet, not much hop. Honestly, and I'm not doing this to be a dick, it reminded me a lot of this fucking beer.
I was thinking the same, actually.
With a little bit more pineapple aroma.
Yeah, it's a little bit more pineapple, and it was pretty much this fucking beer.
Yeah.
Which, again, You messed up, what was it?
McKellar.
McKellar. That's McKellar.
All right, what about you?
Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty okay. You do taste, or you do smell that pineapple.
But you don't get the flavor, which is a little disappointing.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste as much as it smelled. Like I was really excited about pineapple, and I got nothing.
Yeah, it's a
There's
pale
no party in
ale.
my mouth on this one.
No party in my mouth.
Just a pretty decent pale ale for me, I think.
Rating?
Hold on, John. Have you talked yet?
No, not really. Aroma's great. It's just a good, solid pale ale. I actually, thinking about the two, it's going to be really funny because I'm probably going to rate this higher than the McKellar. But I think I prefer the McKellar.
But this one's at least what it's supposed to be?
Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm going to rate it higher. Like if the McKellar says I'm a pale ale, I'm going to enjoy that one better.
Which, by the way, we need to start keeping our bottle caps for Jake. He wants them.
Okay.
Random things I know that you guys on the internet world don't give a shit about.
Drinking for the kids.
Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and rate it. I'm gonna give you 2 ratings. One's gonna be my official rating, and one's what it would have been if the can wouldn't have fucking exploded.
You know, when rating beer, you do have to take that into consideration, though. I feel like you do.
I'm giving it a 2.25 as my official. It would have been a 2.75.
I think I would give it a good 2.5.
I'm going to be a 2.75.
So it comes out to 2.5. 2.25,
Yep.
2.5.
Yep.
2.25, 2.5, 2.75.
Yep.
Comes out to 2.5 is our official rating.
Hey, dish bitch.
I'm off screen Matt now. That job's done.
Damn. So, thoughts?
I'll give it a 2.5 as well. Like, it's not bad. It's not amazing. I'd drink it, but definitely wouldn't search it out.
Okay.
I was really on the nose with all the pineapple, hoping for a more flavorful bouquet when I went to drink it, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep.
It's no stone.
Oh, and for those of you, I brought out a new bomber jacket today. This is the Supreme. If you haven't watched, there's some of the coolest koozies I've ever seen in my life.
They're real cool.
Plus they have a nice zipper.
Bomber Bucks.
Makes it easier to get it in and out.
She said.
Yeah. Check out my bomber jacket. His Instagram's awesome, and then his products are fantastic. So, hashtag war on warm.
So where are we at time-wise?
Probably we have enough time to talk about our game we're going to do.
Okay.
And then we'll start a new hour and do the last 2 beers and anything else we have.
Cool.
All right, so the game that we're starting it'll be with Two Beerded Guys, with Hecubus _ma_petite, and Beer Life Helen. So the 3 of us, 3 accounts, so 4 of us, but 3 accounts, are starting a game. And it's called the hashtag Love Your Cans. So for those of you that follow us, you saw my couple pictures where I was kissing the pickle can. I was cuddling the pickle can. I want you to take a picture with hashtag Love Your Cans. You have to tag myself, Hecubus, and Beer Life Helen. I'm going to make a post at the end of the night where you'll be able to get all these rules as well. And show us how much you love your cans. Cuddle the can, kiss the can, whatever it is you're doing.
It's gonna get dark.
It is. At the end, we're going to run it for 2 weeks. And at the end of that, Beer Life, Two Beerded Guys, and Hecubus are going to pick our favorites. We're going to be the panel of judges.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a drawing. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be biased as hell. We're going to pick the best picture. If you make us laugh, if it's just perfect, if it's one of those where it looks like in your soul this beer is there.
Hey, let me tell you what. I'm a can label whore. If the can label is amazing, I'm probably going to like your picture more.
But anyway, so now that John's being weird, but I'll post a picture after the end of this where it has all the rules. It kind of gives you a little bit of an example. But hashtag it and tag the 3 Instagrams, and we'll pick ours. And guess what? You're going to get a really cool swag bag. We're not announcing what's in it yet, but it's going to be, considering Beer Life Helen travels all over the country checking out different breweries and beer areas. She also lives in Puerto Rico and has some really cool Beer Life swag, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Hecubus is up in the state of Washington, so he's going to add some really cool stuff from there.
Which northwest part of the United States is known for their craft beer.
Yeah, and then here in Indiana, up north.
Up north.
Hashtag up north. But And then here in Indiana, we have a plethora of stuff that we can get into.
That's my lane. God damn it, $5 worth is mine.
I had to. But we have all sorts of stuff, especially with John working at Sun King, with me at Books and Brews and Rad, with us going to every brewery we can possibly go to.
I still have the Crowler, the 32-ounce can of the...
But whether it's beer...
chocolate orange.
Whether it's beer, whether it's swag, whether it's anything, this swag bag's going to have a really cool amount of stuff. Beer Life's already showed me one of the things she's going to add to it. So again, it's at Beer Life Helen. It's at Hecubus_ma_petite and at Two Beerded Guys.
Is there any hashtags go along with that? We had a question.
Yes, it's hashtag Love Your Cans. LOVEYOURCANS. Love Your Cans. You can take that as you wish, but there does have to be a can of beer in the picture somewhere. Just throwing that out there.
Do you have to be in the picture? Because I got a pretty good idea.
You just
do it. We'll see.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, it's a 3-panel judging system. The rules are basically up to us to make them up as we want.
Fair.
We're really excited about this, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's flood Instagram with as many Love Your Cans as we possibly can.
Yes.
Other than that, so we're going to end our first hour of Two Beerded Guys. Matt, before we end it, do we have anything anybody else has said over there?
Nothing really new to update.
All right, so we are Two Beerded Guys. Again, Books and Brews _ops guy.
Mudhog B&Q.
This is
At Sinbin Beard.
And stay tuned.